This week, we're going to begin a little bit more advanced artificial intelligence activity, and then we're going to create an infographic on the ISTE standards for educators. So let me open up the Module 4 handout and just kind of give you a quick overview. Then I will break each activity down individually. So I'm going to open the handout, and the learning objectives are, we're going to explore a roadmap to helping teachers prepare students to become empowered learners and create an infographic on the ISTE standards for educators. So you'll click here to view the ISTE standards. I want you to read through all of them, not in great detail, but paying specific attention for the ISTE standards for educators, because that is what we're going to do our infographic on, and we're going to discuss some of the things about ISTE. So with so many new technology-based learning options available, understanding how to use technology in the classroom can be challenging. Following these guidelines set out in the ISTE standards for teachers, you have a place to start when implementing technology in the classroom or developing a technology philosophy for your school and students. These standards are considered best practices and can be implemented by teachers at every level and every content area. So it's any level, any area, and they make a lot of sense when you look at them. So I also want you to review this article, because you're going to need to know all this information from the standards and the ISTE standards for teachers in the classroom. This is a very good article. I'm not going to open it. You can read it. This intro video will be on Moodle right under the Module 4. The next activity you will do will be our Level 3 of AI Enhanced. So that means that we're going to actually integrate and interact thoroughly with AI on the topic. And we're going to ask questions, and at the end, all AI should be cited. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to Gemini.google.com. And then it's going to come, hello, Debbie. So the first question that you're going to ask is, I'm going to go to Gemini, and I'm going to scroll down here where the directions are. And the first question I'm going to ask, I'm going to use these prompts, what are the ISTE standards for educators? I'm going to copy that. I go back over here to Gemini, and I'm going to paste it and enter it. So it kind of looks like what we had in the prior handouts that I just had you look at. And there are 7 big categories for the standards, and we'll look at these a little bit later. So, and this kind of gives you a link where this was cited from. Now, I want to kind of condense this a little bit more. So what I might do next is what I got from my first prompt. What are the ISTE standards for educators? So now what I want to do is I want to come down and give it another prompt and say, summarize the ISTE standards for educators in 5 sentences. Okay, so that gave me that. Now another thing I might do is I might look at ask a question about it. I want to interact with it one more. So in other words, I might say, what does it mean? What does the digital age mean? So this gave me a clear directions and instructions on what is the digital age. Information at your fingertips, connectivity, increased efficiency and productivity. Very, very interesting. This is something that I think you would find very interesting. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to write a professional growth goal for teachers. Now, I would write a professional growth for you saying, you're at this point now, where do I want you to be in 2 months? So write a professional growth goal for a teacher that uses ISTE standards, educators. Right? Now, the last thing I'm going to do, and all this is on your instructions, is I want you to say, write, I'm going to say 5 sentences. 5 sentences for a website introducing ISTE standard Now, this paragraph I'm going to copy, and I'm going to go to my Google Sites, and I'm going to go down here to this one, and I'm going to go under here under the Y, ISTE Standards for Educators, and I've already pasted it, and this is where I would paste it right here. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is teach you how to look at the source of all your discussion. You've got this little summary, but I want to know where it came from. So I would take the source of the whole Gemini discussion. So if I click share and export, I'm going to hit share conversation, and I've copied this link, and then I'm going to go back to my website, and I'm going to put it right here. And when I click on it, I'm going to see my whole discussion. So that shows you how to do that. So I'm getting ready to show you how to do an infographic.